Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Munafa. My name is Pradyumna and I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I will tell you top 5 lessons what you can learn from this little book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book was first published in 1997 and since then 3.2 crores copies have already sold till now. Robert Kiyosaki is an American businessman and he has changed millions of people's perception of money, and I am also one of them. Robert dedicated this book to all the parents who are the first and the most important teachers of a child. And in this book, he called his own father a poor dad because of his poor financial literacy. And he called his best friend's father a rich dad who was an illiterate businessman who taught him greatest money lessons in his early age so that Robert could become a successful businessman. Although this book has many things to learn, but according to me, I have picked the top 5 lessons about which I will talk in the upcoming section of the video. Before that, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Let's get started. So our first lesson of this book is that rich people don't work for money. Instead, they make their money work for them. Now, there is nothing wrong if you are a salaried person or working for an organization for paychecks and salaries. What matters is that what do you do after receiving your salaries in your hand? Have you ever tried to find out that where does your income go every month? What rich people do is they put their money into different assets like bonds, mutual funds, stocks, real estates, etc. And further, these all assets pay them more returns in the form of passive income. So they keep making their money work for them and getting that financial liberty in their early ages. And what other people do is that whenever they get salaries in their hands, they think that after paying all the expenses, if there is any money left, they will put it into FDs or invest it. And with this mindset, they usually end up with having no money left at the end of the month. But in this book, Rich Dad taught us that before paying for any expenses, if you put a part of your income into any asset class, be it mutual fund SIPs, be it bonds, be it gold or any other assets, at the end of the month, even if you fail to pay all your expenses, there would be a click into your mind that I will have to earn more because my expenses are more than my income. And from the next month, you will start pushing yourself to earn more money, maybe in the form of side hustle. And at the same time, you are also contributing to increase your assets, which will later give you passive income. And this takes you to the first step of making your money work for you. Our next lesson of this book is that why we stay middle class. And to teach you this, let me tell you a story of Robert Kiyosaki when he was a 9-year-old kid. So to become like his rich dad, who was the father of his best friend, he and his best friend decided to work for him. And in return, Rich Dad will teach Robert that how to become rich. So after working for him for some days, Rich Dad meets Robert to ask him that how much money would he like to get as his salary. Then Rich Dad himself offered 25 cents an hour to Robert, and Robert started thinking of something what he could purchase with that money. But he stayed silent. Then Rich Dad increased the amount and offered him $1 an hour. And Robert started thinking that with this much money, I can buy the comics of my own choice. But still he stayed silent and did not say anything. Now the Rich Dad increased the amount directly to $5 an hour, and Robert got shocked and started thinking that with this much money I can become the richest person in the city of my age group. But again he controlled his emotion and did not say anything to Rich Dad. And for this control over emotions, Rich Dad appreciated Robert for not having a price for himself, which makes him different than any other. But here comes the lesson. Later Rich Dad told Robert that when he was increasing the amount, the desires of Robert were also increasing. Similarly, when a middle class person gets an increment in his salary, he go out and purchase liabilities what he thinks as an asset. For example, if a middle class person is earning 25,000 rupees a month, he will think of purchasing a bike. After 1 year, he gets an increment in his salary and he starts earning 1 lakh rupees a month. Now he will be thinking to purchase an Alto car. And in the next year, if he earns 5 lakh rupees a month, he will start thinking of purchasing a Honda City. So this is how middle class people stay middle class because of having no controls over their desires. And instead of increasing the assets, they buy liabilities in the name of assets. So our third lesson of this book is that you can't be rich if your main source of income is your salary. Now this code would not be liked by many working professionals, but this is something like a bitter truth of not being able to become rich. I personally have a different respect for all those who are earning and taking care of their families. But Rich Dad sees it differently. He compared them who stay on a salary with a donkey having a carrot hanging in front of it in the name of salary. Now looking at the carrot, the donkey keeps motivating itself to walk in the hope of eating that carrot. And when the owner of the donkey reaches to his destination, He pulls out the carrot and gives it to the donkey. Now the donkey is happy, but it could not realize that he has walked miles away to have that little carrot. And with the help of the donkey, his owner could easily reach to his own destination. Similarly, just like the donkey who could not see around it to understand that he was being played by someone, those salaried people are also not able to understand their own potential. Or instead of growing in their own lives, they are making their owners rich and financially free. And for that, on the first day of every month, they get a certain amount of money, just like the donkey got the carrot. Rich Dad also wants you to understand that when a company pays tax to the government, they are entitled to deduct all their expenses before paying the tax, where salaries are also one of the expenses. But for you as an employee, you do not have any choice to deduct all your expenses before paying your taxes, and somewhere you are making your CEOs rich and paying the taxes of their own side. And to escape this rat race, Rich Dad puts a pressure on building more and more passive income sources and keep investing your money into such asset classes. Our fourth lesson of this book is to know your net worth. Now, Robert Kiyosaki in this book says that it doesn't matter how much money you earn. What matters is that how much money you can keep. Now, whether you earn lakhs of rupees in a month, but you can't keep it and grow it at a regular basis, you will surely end up with losing all your money. For example, suppose you have saved 10 lakh rupees and put it into your savings account. Now, savings account don't give you returns more than 3% or 4% yearly. And the average inflation rate in the country is 5 to 6%. Like if you have 100 rupees in your pocket today, its value would become 94 rupees after 1 year if the inflation rate is 6%. Now after adding 3 or 4 rupees of savings account returns, your 100 rupees value will still be 98 rupees after 1 year. That means even after keeping your money into FDs or savings account, you are still not able to grow your money and beat the inflation. So therefore you should choose such assets where you can get the returns more than the inflation rate. In this book, Robert Kiyosaki told that if you want to know your net worth, you should not go and count your money into your bank account or count your assets value. Instead, you should think that today if I and my family stop working, then for how much time can we survive and live the same life with same lifestyle? And if your answer does not match to one generation or two generation, do not consider yourself as rich person, and you still have to work hard to get that mark. Our fifth and last lesson from this book is to know the difference between asset and liabilities. Now what Robert has told us in this book about what middle class people often do, they just buy liabilities, keeping in their minds that they are purchasing assets. For example, if you think that your mobile, your car or any materialistic things in your house are your assets, then you are highly mistaken, because those so-called assets are not giving you returns and their value will also get reduced along with the time. So basically, according to Robert Kiyosaki, an asset is what gives you monetary return, like purchasing a taxi instead of a car. Similarly, all those things which do not give you any kind of returns are known as liabilities. Like suppose you have a car and now its price value will get reduced with the time, and also it will ask you to pay for its maintenance, petrol, insurance, etc. So these were some important lessons from Rich Dad and Poor Dad which will surely help you to enhance your financial literacy. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe this channel. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning. See ya.